Thank you very much. I try to be brief. Cécile Rillant from UNDP. I just wanted to connect the conversation we're having here with the issues of development, because of course this policy of returning migrants has development impact at home. And this is completely contradictory with the objective of the European Union to address the root causes of migration. So if we are to return massively people, this is only going to increase the problem that we are supposed to tackle with massive amounts of money in the context of the EU Trust Fund, addressing the allegedly root causes of migration. And there's a lot to be said about what that means exactly. So I think this is really important to also point out how contradictory these policies are, and they really do not make much sense. That's one thing. The second thing is, and I don't know whether you already commented on that because I had to step out of the room for a little while, but you know the connection with this new communication from the European Commission that is basically indicating that access to development aid and cooperation from the European Union towards third countries will be subjected to how well they are cooperating in the field of migration. So basically, if you don't accept or readmit your nationals, you're going to suffer consequences as a third country in terms of the type of aid and cooperation you're going to get from the European Union, and also it is connected to trade policies. So this is what we are talking about. So the circle has been squared between access to development aid and cooperation on migration. This is introducing conditionality. This is absolutely a major turning point. And I don't think whether we have already understood what that means concretely. And this is really very much the European Union turning its back on its values, because that was one of the core values of the European Union. Thank you.
Solidarity should also have this dimension, as you very well mentioned. So solidarity has to really tackle the problems, also the capacity and reception problems after the people are returned there, absolutely. And with regard to conditionality, I think that you very much here hit a nerve, and I have been very much struggling with this paradox that there is, because also what we see within the EU is basically the EU conditioning the provision of support by pushing states to basic comply. So, but if everything works fine in Greece, then what is the purpose of getting support? So if you could, of course solidarity comes because there are some problems. So you cannot really condition the granting of solidarity to a solution to that problem coming from the state that is in need of solidarity. So there is a paradox here that you very, very well addressed.
I think a very last comment from Sergio.
Thank you. On this issue of linking development cooperation with conditioning that to buying into the EU's securitarian agenda. So this idea, this wonderful idea, was there for already 14 years. It was, I remember José María Aznar at that time in the Spanish presidency of the EU in 2002, who actually thought this would be a good idea. And hopefully, it was disregarded because it was both unethical and unlawful to do that. So it's been there for all this time, and this crisis-led policymaking has basically allowed this, that very controversial ideas that everyone thought they were really bad, for very good reasons, now they become, acceptable. And in the new partnership with third country communications, indeed you are right, it is mentioned. However, there is a footnote when they mention that, saying, well, but we need to watch out because, perhaps it shouldn't be done, which shows that inside the European Commission there are struggles. There is no consensus on this, and DG Development, DG DEFCO, clearly doesn't agree with this. And I think we will need to see how this develops. It will be very sad if that's the way forward.
Thank you, Sergio. I think it's time for the legal panel to finish. I hope we have delivered to our commitment to give you a really legal panel. Please join me in congratulating the speakers, and you, of course, for putting up with us for more than 3 hours. Thank you so much.